What's up, everyone? Jeremy here from MTG headquarters, and who wants to see some 2014 core set opened up? I know you do. There's definitely been several requests for it, and so I will oblige with your requests. There's some crazy pulls still in this set. Lots of cards are actually still played in Standard. Chandra Pyromaster, Scavenging Ooze, Mutavault, no big deal. Mutavault, Archangel of Thune, seeing some play. She's one of the bigger, I mean, outside of Mutavault, I think she's the highest priced card in the set at the moment. So all the Planeswalker are Fiendslayer Paladin. They did a good job in 2014 core set. Some very good cards in here. I can't remember the last core set, but it didn't seem like there was anywhere near as many cards that were kind of sticking around at Standard at this point. I could be wrong. So what are we looking for? Archangel of Thune, Chandra, Scavenging Ooze, Colonian Hydra, forgot about K Hydra, Mutavault. So many. This is going to make me want to go upstairs and draft M14. Woodborn Behemoth, Sarah Angel, Water Servant, and Colossal Whale. Alright, well, let's just get that garbage out of the way. 7 mana, 5/5 with Island Walk. But who cares? Whenever it attacks, you may exile target creature defending player controls until it leaves the battlefield. So, I mean, that's alright, but it's a 7 mana. Cost 7. Banisher Priest, still seeing play. Windstorm, Dragon Egg, Ogre Battle Driver. 3/3 whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, that creature gets +2/+0 and gains haste. Very draftable card in red. Still blue is, you know, it's not even close. If your blue is just mega strong. Probably always is in core set, but, you know, especially is. Alright, Spellblast, Warden of Evos Isle, Congregate, and a Seraph of the Sword. Alright. Thought it was a... I like this card, though. 4 mana, 3/3 flying, and prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to her. M14 brought us Slivers back. Everyone in the beginning games was fun watching everyone try to force Slivers and draft. Corrupt, Battle Sliver, Artificer's Hex, and Guardian of the Ages. Poop, 7/7 Defender. When a creature attacks you or a Planeswalker you control, if Guardian of Ages has Defender, it loses Defender and gains Trample. Moving right along through core set. It has been a long time. I think the last time I opened core set, I still didn't really even start playing Standard. I had no idea what cards were really any good. Encroaching Wastes, Rod of Ruin, Diabolic Tutor, and Jace's Mindseeker. 6 mana, 4/4 flyer. That is a fish illusion. When Jace's Mindseeker enters the battlefield, target opponent puts the top 5 cards of his or her library into their graveyard. You may cast an instant or sorcery from among them without paying the mana cost. Pretty powerful. Definitely a bomb in draft. If you're already in blue, a 4/4 flyer is pretty ridiculous. And then the mill and getting to cast one of them. Corrupt. Red-black is still my favorite. Banisher Priest, Staff of Mind Magus, and Shadowborn Demon. Our first mythic. 5 mana, 5/6 flyer. When it enters the battlefield, destroy target non-demon creature. At the beginning of your upkeep, if there are fewer than 6 creature cards in your graveyard, sacrifice a creature. Yeah, I love playing like Active Treason and then attacking them with their creature and then sacrificing their creature. It's just a fun mechanic. Colonian Tusker, still seeing some play. Opportunity, absolute bomb in draft. We have a foil back there. We have a Nightmare. One of the cards from this is like a historical card. You know, its power and toughness is equal to the total number of swamps you control. Capetian Knight, very good in draft. I wish Nightmare didn't suck so bad. Because I just love... I don't love this art, but I love the old art. Encroaching Wastes, Molten Birth, Warden of Evos Isle, and a Burning Earth. Still see some play. Whenever a player taps a non-basic land for mana, Burning Earth deals 1 damage to that player. We have a foil Ranger's Guile. Not a foil Scavenging Ooze. No, no, no. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Colonian Tusker. Millstone, Angelic Accord. I've played that a lot. A Bone Scythe Sliver. 2/2 Double Strike. If I open this pack one, pick one, I may try to 4 slivers. Ooh, and a foil Steel Form Sliver. But a 2/2 Double Striker for 4 isn't really... I mean, it's okay. But if you can give all of your slivers that, it's legit. Vampire Warlord. Sarah Angel. Doomblade, and a Planar Cleansing. This is starting to see some play too. Well, I mean, it always has, but I've seen it creeping up more. 6 mana sorcery, destroy all non-land permanents. Sorcery speed board wipe is less than ideal, but you can do it on turn 6 versus something like currently like Faded Retribution for 7. Supreme Verdict, you know, but that, you know, it's not the same thing. This is a true board wipe. Well, not really. It leaves lands. Bubbling Cauldron, Elixir of Immortality, Artificer's Hex, and Colonian Hydra. There we go. 5 mana. I still get pumped when I pull this in draft. It's just fun playing it. It comes in the battlefield with 4 1/1 counters on it. Whenever it attacks, double. Double them. Don't like it? Double it. Don't like my price? Double it. What do you want for free? Your money back? All right. Sarah Angel, Bramble Crush, Enlarge, Ratchet Bomb. This might see, you know, this might creep its way back in too. 2 mana, put a charge counter on it, sacrifice it, destroy each non-land permanent with converted mana cost equal to the number of charge counters on Ratchet Bomb. Ooh, we have a Liliana of the Dark Realms emblem. I wish I could tell you that would guarantee that we'd see a Liliana in here. But I'm still kind of salty with her because I just can't ever seem to open her in Innistrad. Staff of the Death Magus, Vial of Poison, Wall of Frost, Poop Mythic, Wind Reader Sphinx, 7 mana, 3/7. Whenever a creature with flying attacks you may draw a card. Yeah, it's probably great in draft, you know, but it's still 7 mana. And Theros block maybe. Mana West Sliver, Staff of the Death Magus, Barrage of Expendables, and Megantic Sliver. Slivers you control get +3/+3. That's the big daddy. That one, green-white. Between that one and the Double Striker, you know, then it really doesn't matter what other slivers you choose to play. They're all getting 3/3 and Double Strike. That's pretty good. Flying is better, but you don't even need it at that point. Woodborn Behemoth, Sarah Angel, Staff of the Sun Magus, and Sanguine Blood. Whenever you gain life, the target opponent loses that much life. I always say blood. Sanguine Bond. Bond. Sorry. I'd like to see that card, like, you know, I always thought about, you know, I draft a couple Corrupts and then I just want to play that card too, but whoops. Rod of Ruin, Shiv's Embrace, Windstorm, and Training Post. All right. Valuable 4 mana artifact. Discard a card, you gain 4 life, which with Sanguine Bond would be fun, right? Pay 1 life, put a goat token, pay 1 life, or no, pay 1 tap, goat token, pay 1 tap, return target artifact card from your graveyard to your hand, pay 1 tap, sacrifice an artifact, draw a card. So that Trading Post is legit. Very powerful card. Fire Shrieker, Glimpse of the Future, Dragon Egg, and Savage Summoning. Cannot be countered. The next creature card you cast this turn can be cast as though it had flash. That spell cannot be countered. That creature enters the battlefield with an additional 1/1 counter on it. I've been blown up by that before. Oh, good old Frost Breath. I remember thinking that card sucked. Rod of Ruin, Shiv's Embrace, Doomblade, and a Chandra's Phoenix. I'm currently playing this in my standard red-white burn deck. 2/2 Flying Haste. Whenever opponent is dealt damage by a red instant or sorcery control you may, or by a red planeswalker, return Chandra's Phoenix from your graveyard to your hand. And a foil coil Merfolk. Still looking for Chandra Pyromancer. Still looking for Mutavaults. Still looking for Archangel of Thune, although she's mythic. Opportunity. Flesh Pulper Giant. Air Servant. And Lifebane Zombies. Seen standard play for sure. 3 mana, 3/1, Intimidate. When it enters the battlefield, target opponent reveals his or her hand. You choose a green or white creature card from it and exile that card. It's great value. Especially against like the dredge decks that are going on, or it's this is good value. Staff of the Flame Magus, Voracious Worm, Vial of Poison, and a Fiendseller Paladin. 2/2 first strike, lifelink. It cannot be the target of black or red spells your opponent controls. I actually had somebody play this against me when I was playing my burn deck, and it actually held up okay. You know, I mean, they still lost, but it wasn't a bad card to see out there. Maybe I should build a Shadowborn Apostle deck for the GP Chicago. Gnawing Zombie, Wall of Swords, Singer Vampire, and Liliana Reaver. 4 mana, 4/3 with Death Touch. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, that player discards a card, and you put a 2/2 black zombie creature token onto the battlefield, tapped. I feel Chandra in this pack. Come on, Chandra, do the twist. Staff of the Wild Magus, Bubbling Cauldron, Diabolic Tutor, and Shivan Dragon. This used to be like one of the best pulls when I started playing. 5/5 flyer, and it's pumpable. There's just nothing to. There's like nothing to beat it, you know. That thing hit the table, and it was just game over. And that was back, you know, like that was back when I played when like nobody had 4 ofs of anything. You played your best cards. And most of the time, you had like 1 of or 2 of them. Flames of the Firebrand, Tenacious Dead, Dragon Egg, and Traumatize. 5 mana. Target player puts half of his or her library rounded down into his or her graveyard. Total, Timmy, is that what you'd call it, a Timmy card? I loved it when I started playing. When I came back in, I was like, yeah, half their deck. I think my M14 pre-release, I played that and 4 Tome Scours. Speaking of Tome Scour, Tenacious D, Blessing, Young Pyromancer, and Wild Ricochet. Master, whew, it was getting kind of stale there. Ruin, Staff of the Sun Magus, and Silence. 1 mana. Your opponents can't cast spells this turn. Ooh, and a foil Chandra's Phoenix. It's kind of a bummer because our foil rare, you usually get 1 per box. It's not guaranteed, but that's like a promo. You know, yeah, actually, it can go on my deck. I shouldn't poo-poo it. I needed it. I needed that for my deck for Chicago. So I'll shut up. That's why I'm going to open 2 or 3 boxes M14 for the channel, but I also need a bunch of cards out of it. Colonian Tusker, Millstone, Congregate, and Dark Prophecy. 3 black. Whenever a creature you control dies, you draw 1 card and lose 1 life. So I hope you guys are enjoying the openings. I read the comments, and you guys have been requesting M14, and so I will oblige. Encroaching Wastes, Molten Birth, Barrage of Expendables, and Rise of the Dark Realms. Probably the last mythic of the box. 9 mana, put all creature cards from all graveyards onto the battlefield under your control. Actually, that's the second one I've opened, isn't it? Second one of this box. But I'm happy I got a Chandra. I mean, 2 would be better. But, I mean, you gotta be realistic, right? Happy to get 1. Staff of the Flaying Magus, Voracious Worm, Water Servant, and Indestructibility. Come on, Scavenging Ooze or Archangel of Thune or Mutavault. We haven't pulled any of the crazy pulls yet. Colonian Tusker, Congregate, Wall of Frost, Mind Sparker. 3/2 first strike. When an opponent casts a white or blue instant or sorcery spell, it deals 2 damage to that player. I like that card. Down to 3 packs. Will we find our Mutavault? Will we find a Scavenging Ooze? Will we find an Archangel of Thune? This and more next week on MTGHQ. Flames of the Firebrand, Singer Vampire, Windstorm, Strionic Resonator, a foil Festering Newt. Now my dog just woke up from a nap. You can hear him grumbling around. Old timer. Alright. Gnawing Zombie, Shiv's Embrace, Air Servant, and Haunted Plate Mail. I don't mind this card in draft. Last pack. So, I will bring you some more M14. At least 1 more box. But in the meantime, I appreciate you guys watching it. If you like this video or if you want more box openings, please take a second to crush that thumbs up button below the video. Be subscribed so you get notified every time I upload a new video. And I appreciate all of you so very much. Let's go out with a bang. Vampire Warlord, Angelic Accord, Staff of the Mind Magus, and Domestication. Yeah, fine card for draft. All right. Well, we did not see any Archangels. We did pull a Planeswalker we needed. But overall, probably an average M14 box. Happy to have the stuff, though. And we'll keep those standard and modern deck text rolling up along with the box openings. So you guys who enjoyed just the box openings can keep seeing them. And those that enjoy the deck text, Lucas and myself will be uploading them. And I hope to talk to you again real soon. I really hope you enjoyed the video. And if you haven't already, check out some of our most popular playlists from MTG vlogs, sick gameplay videos, new product breaks, and some insane vintage openings. I upload 3 to 4 new Magic the Gathering videos every week. So if you haven't already, please take a moment to crush that subscribe button to join one of the fastest growing Magic the Gathering channels on YouTube. Talk to you later.